Hi everybody, Amy and Doug here from Plants for Human Health Institute, and today we're going to be building a raised bed. And what are we using to build this with today, Doug?
Well, it's very few tools that we really need, but the materials are 2x10s that are treated, and we'll be putting these together in just basically a square. Most of the time you're going to build beds probably 8 feet long or longer, but we'll talk about that maybe later. So the first thing we're going to do is drill pilot holes, but to do that we're going to need a tape measure to measure, a pencil to mark, and a square to put our line where the holes will be. And then we'll use a drill with a bit to drill our pilot holes. We'll then switch over from the drill bit to a bit for the screws, and these will be put in then each corner. We'll put in 3 after we drilled our holes, and that's it. We should be ready to roll.
Okay guys, you ready to get started? Yes. All right, so Doug, you want to explain to them how to lay the bed out?
Yeah, so what I'd like you to do is lay this out 4 sides, right? And just keep the boards flat, but I want to make sure that the curvature of the board goes down, okay? So that as it dries, we won't have to worry as much about cracking or pulling away from the bed, okay?
So does that need to go towards the inside of the bed or the outside of the bed?
That would be the inside, right?
It's towards
the
the inside.
okay? Yeah.
All right, you guys want to get our bed laid out for us?
Good.
That's perfect. All right, so the first thing we need to do is to drill some pilot holes, and we want to do that. Why is that, Luke? Why do we want to drill some pilot holes?
So it doesn't crack.
It doesn't crack. All right, great. So we're going to show you how to doing that. You're going to need a tape measure, or actually I don't really need that because I've got my square here.
Okay.
This is a speed square I'm using, and it has measurements on it. So what we're going to do is, if you guys look at it, we'll set this one board up. Let me flip this up. So this is going to be up, and then this board is going to be matched right up here with it.
Except, Amy, we need to flip that.
All right, okay, there we go. Make sure it's going in. This side's good. All right. So let's measure the width of this. So this right here, you want to come look and see what that is? How wide is that board?
Half an inch.
That's
an inch and a half.
That's an inch and a half. All right, so if we want the screws to be in the center of this board, where should we put our line?
3/4 of an inch.
Excellent, great job, guys. So we're going to need to draw a line 3/4 of the way in, and that will give us a guide to go ahead and put our screws. So we'll lay this back down, and let's lay this one. We're going to lay this on top of here, and that way our drill doesn't go into the concrete. So Luke, do you want to come use this and see about, you're going to mark a line about 3/4 of an inch, mark a couple of spaces, and then we'll use that, flip that speed square over and
when we
draw a straight line.
We'll put this one under there.
Just do a
so
couple,
that
do a
goes
mark
that
there,
way, okay.
and then you can flip it over and do a mark on this end. Perfect. And then this gets a little confusing trying to line it up, but we're going to put that flat in there, and now you can draw a straight line. All right, and we'll flip it over, connect this side to it. Great. All right, so we want our screws kind of divide. We don't want it too close to the edge because that can cause splitting. So if you want to put a mark, maybe around here and one in the center and right here, and that way that will give us a guide to where we're going to put our screws.
So just a little.
Just put a little X, and that will let you know where you're going to actually put your screws or drill your holes. Perfect. Yeah, evenly spaced. Now you can measure that, but it's not really necessary. All right, so now we're going to go ahead.
Let's go ahead and slide this board
And
underneath, okay?
use the drill. You want to slide that up on there so it's a
They're
little bit.
getting ready to do that, yeah. Slide it. Now we're on top of that one, so we want to, I guess that's
Well, we
fine.
can
That's
do
fine.
one.
That's fine.
All right.
Okay.
Now, have you ever used a drill before?
Yeah.
All right. Well, have you guys used a drill before?
Yes.
All right, good. Now, one thing I want to do is just to make sure that you're familiar with it is just We want to make sure we stay away from this end with our hands and our hair. So if you've got anything you can put your hair up in, that's good. You guys have got it back. I just want to make sure that mine doesn't get down in there. It's a girl thing you have to think about. So we want to make sure that the drill is nice and level, and that you keep a hand on it and you're drilling a straight down. Because if you drill sideways at any way, then your screw's going to go in crooked. So you want to go ahead and get
Now
started.
we're not going to be on the mark. We're going to be on the line.
Yeah, we need to make sure we're on that.
All right. You want to show the trigger too, that is forwards and backwards?
Yeah.
I think that's important.
So you see that one? That one, that's pointing back towards you, so that means it's backing out. And here is a line pointing forward, that means it's drilling forward. So we want to make sure the line pointing forward is pressed in, so we're drilling forward. Make sure you're on your line there. And then keep it straight. And back up. Perfect. All right, same thing right here, but make sure you're on your line. Okay. There we go. All right, nice job. Who's next? All right, you want to take those over to Mr. Doug and he'll help you on that side.
Okay. I'm gonna slide it over a little bit. Okay. Nice work. Okay.
Good job.
2 down.
All right.
So we're going to assemble this first corner, okay? And I'll let you, and that may come off if it does. So we start out a little bit slow to make sure we're going right, okay? All right. Okay, hang on just a second. Let's slow down there. All right, I'm gonna give a little pressure from back here, okay? Oh, nice work, okay? Let's go down and do the bottom one next. Make sure that we have it in good alignment. Okay, you get that? Oops, hang on. I'm pulling my hands away so I don't get it.
You want the screwdriver to get it started?
There she goes. She's off and running. Oh, stop, stop, stop. Our board got a little crooked. Okay. All right. If you'll scoot over that way just a little bit, I think once again you'll get more strength out of your arms if you're pushing from the side as opposed to in front of you. Oh yeah.
Nice job.
Good work. All right. And see. Whoops. Okay. Very nice. Corner one is done. So you guys, we're going to move this bed that we've just created from here over into the yard, okay, where it may stay a while. Okay, when we pick it up, we will make sure we're using our legs, okay, not our back. So we won't do this. We're going to bend down in good position so that our legs do the lifting. They're stronger. So when I count to 3, we'll all pick up. Once we get it up, we get our hands underneath it, okay? On 3. 1, get your knees bent. There we go, on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, hands under. Okay, let's go up towards Amy. Okay, when we get there, we will together put it down at the same time, okay?
This is great.
All right, so right here. So on 3, we'll start to go down. You have to make sure you get your hands and feet out from underneath, okay? 1, 2, 3, use your legs.
There we go.
All right, very good.